Hello, Internet. How you doing? Hope you've had a wonderful day so far, or night, or you're just waking up. Wherever the hell in the world you are, hope you're having a wonderful day. This is Gryphon the Mighty. Tuning in. We're going to be doing Slippery When Wet, having some fun with it, seeing how it goes. Now, I was debating with myself, where do you take this video? Because they kind of just said, do what you want. You got 2 hours, go have some fun with some people, make this shit happen. So, let's see. Let's see what happens. We got submissions. What we got? We got Pitch Black. Now, I've been trying to go through and do all these S-rank, because as a Metal Gear fan myself, you know I got to get the Raiden skin at the end of the game. Oh yeah, spoiler alert, you can get Raiden skin for this game. Limit your mission completion rank to A, but after you get everything to rank S first. So at that point, it don't matter. You playing for fun anyway. So, as you can see, we've gone through quite a bit. I have some pretty useful gear that I go with. Let's check out what this mission briefing is, and then we will go from there. Usually, with how Kojima has these games, there will be a disclaimer warning right now. You gonna see some ass if I make it to quiet. She's at the base. Haven't gone through and seen her when she was in the cage. I'm gonna warn y'all now. If you got little kids, you should probably let them see it, because this ain't the first time. So, you're lying to yourself if that's the case. If you're trying to hide it, you best turn away at some point, homeboy. I'm giving you warning now. You're gonna get in trouble if she sees. If you're watching and you really just don't care, or if none of those apply to you, go on ahead. I just want to let you know. Alright, so let's see.
Boss, this contract comes out of Angola. That's right, Central Africa, where Emmerich claimed they were working on a weapons Metal Gear. There's been a massive oil spill from Mapinda oil field. It's flowing into the river and contaminating the water supply. An environmental NGO has asked us to stop the spill by destroying the facility. Environmental activism isn't exactly our line of work, but it's not that simple either. The group operating the oil facility and causing the spill is the rebel group UNITA. And word has it that UNITA is getting supplied with U.S. military weapons. That sounds to me like Cypher's pulling their strings. Boss, it's time to give Cypher a little surprise.
Okay. I like where this is going. My soldiers just came back. Let's see here, we got a new stun arm. Ooh, definitely doing that. Got the blueprint. 18 minutes, I'm not rushing that. Not worried, not worried. Staff. Just auto-assign them. Cause I ain't got time for that. Playing around like that. Ooh, combat unit. Ooh, what do I really want? What do I really want? Yeah, combat unit. It's gotta be. Oh wow, I'm low on GM. Wow, I'm low on GMP. Really? The hell? The quiet times. Gotta love it. Challenge tasks. Not mad. I'll take the tank. I think we may have a problem where we're not connected. No, we are online. So we are just low in funds. We're poor, I guess. Alright. We need some missions. We need some money. Bring in the honey. Alright, what are we rolling with? So, off the bat, I'll tell y'all right now. Main goal is not to kill. Doing everything we can not to kill motherfuckers. But as you can see from the blood, it is mostly my own. Not saying I'm bad, just saying, not perfect. Alright? Not perfect. I run from a few helicopters, so to speak. This is the one ghetto bird that I guarantee you do not want to see. We use Dirty Hippo. I'm sorry, Dark Hippo. The black guy. One that looks most like me. Handsome as can be. Just look at that. Look at that face. Look at that face. Covered. Like it should be. Oh, that's gonna piss the people off. I'm sorry if anybody got offended. You're probably gonna get offended again. You can send your hate mail to the email address. So, if anybody hears any whining or whimpering, it is because my two lovely animals, Marty McFly, the white little pit bull in front of me, and Loki, the German Shepherd, directly to my left, require vast amounts of attention. I love them so. And because of this, they get vast amounts of attention. Which, quite soon, we'll actually be getting a camera for these Let's Plays and walkthroughs. Insert plug for camera company, whichever one we get. It's most likely even a PlayStation camera, so we're already doing the PlayStation plug.
Upstream from the landing point. A spill has covered the whole area and crude. A pipeline that crosses the Muneni River failed, and now the shore's a mess. Not to mention the villages downstream have no drinking water.
That just looks absolutely horrible. I know, right?
The oil runs to the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO. Destroy the facility. Stop that leak. This may seem like straight-up philanthropy, but there's another reason we agreed to it. The Mafinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group United moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations. United's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the broker's a front company, Cyphers. Keeping tabs on United can tell us who's pulling its strings.
Well, let's go find out who's pulling whose strings. Let's have some fun with it. I mean, maybe we'll find out if this was just one real bad day. A couple of wrong strings got pulled. Drop me in the mud. Oh yeah. Fresh outfit. Immediately dirty. I can't wait to crawl in this.
First, make your way to the oil facility. It's to the north, past Wala Yamasa. The village is currently occupied by United, so stay sharp.
So, we're gonna try and do this in the most stealth-like manner we can. Oh, look at that, already getting... Let's just get balls deep in it right now. You know what? Let's just roll that shit around.
Soldiers have become dogs of war, sent to conflict zones as private forces.
Slippery.
Guys we fought alongside are dying all around the globe for no reason. No banner. But it's how they survive. The demand for PFs here in Africa is especially high. Cold War standoffs, resource exploitation, tribal clashes. What's big business for developed countries has only brought conflict here. That mess you're standing in is just the latest example.
Well, if you guys are not aware, this game is set earlier in time. It is not modern day. It is, I believe, 80s, 84, 85-ish, Cold War. We are in Africa right now. We are our own private military, free of any government, of any political influence, and we do what we can to make the world a better place. In our eyes, of course. Let's pick up these shiny plants that clearly indicate they're good for something.
It's toxic, but it can also be used as medicine.
Oh.
You've arrived at Massaville. It's been turned into a supply hub
Thanks,
for
dog.
United, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and resources. Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy. They deserve to be in better hands.
Oh. Well, if that's the case, I will gladly take them into better hands. Ooh, A+, we marking you. Why? 'Cause we're selfish. It's an A at least. Too early in the game to be upset about it. You know what? Don't kill him. What do we got around here? I'm definitely grabbing that. That right there, all you gotta do is sit inside your little box, which, if you didn't know there's a box, I'll show you. Shit. Oh! Oh, yes. I am going to enjoy your presence on the base, homeboy. Don't worry about me, bro. I'm just your average little box. Oh, shit. Well, that's unfortunate. Wow. I guess they figured out the box was deadly. Well, this is one of those situations where we say, restart! What did he do? Restart it. And that's the perfectionist I am. Oh, he's got a helmet. He's got a helmet. You know what? You know what? We're gonna try this again. You're gonna try this again. See, for all of you who aren't watching this live, there's going to be a nifty little screen that happens right over what you're seeing right here in the loading screen, where I basically just completely remove it. It's going to be wonderful. You're never even going to hear me say those things. But for everyone who's here live, you know what happened.
The target is Angola's Mfinda oil field, upstream from the landing point. A spill has covered the whole area and crude. A pipeline that crosses the Muneni River failed, and now the shore's a mess. Not to mention the villages downstream have no drinking water. To the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO. Destroy the facility. Stop that leak. This may seem like straight-up philanthropy, but there's another reason we agreed to it. The Mfinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group United moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations. United's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the broker's a front company, Cyphers. Keeping tabs on United can tell us who's pulling its strings.
Staring out the window. I need an anthem. And I know exactly which one to play.
your way to the oil facility. It's to the north, past Walla Yamasa. The village is currently occupied by UNITA. The war industry we started has taken a pretty crooked course these past 9 years. With no other options, soldiers have become dogs of war, sent to... as private forces, or PFs. Guys we fought alongside are dying all around the globe for no reason. No banner. But it's how they survive. The demand for PFs here in Africa is especially high. Cold War standoffs, resource exploitation, tribal clashes. What's big business for developed countries has only brought conflict here. That mess you're standing in is just the latest example. You've arrived at Masa Village.
God, dude, you are ruining my theme song.
For UNITA, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and resources. Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy. They deserve to be in better hands.
For the kids in America. Whoa. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to stop that music. Did I feel to make that an easy thing to do? Jesus. Now, for all those watching, any comments on if I should just take this guy out, or if I should go down there stealth-like and just try and get everything without being seen? Any comments? Anybody want to see something? You tell me. No? Nobody? Alright. Well, my first thought was shoot him in the forehead. So that's gonna be what I do. This guy looks pretty. A little lower. Son of a bitch. There we go. Silence among the sheep. There's nothing wrong with you, my children, yeah. It's all good. I'll sell some stuff when I get back. In fact, I could do it now, but I got...
He's coming too. Roger that.
Perfect. Oh, the accuracy this man has is disgusting. Alright, you're useful. I still got a lot of shit people at my job. We're gonna kick them out. See how you are. You're useful. You're useful.
You gotta extract him.
You're coming with me.
He's coming too. Roger that.
I should probably take care of you. Let me just... Boop.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Oh, glorious. You're definitely coming on board, son. Come with me. As are you, super soldier. Grabbing all kinds of... You know,
He's coming too.
if I were the real main character of this, I would be a white guy doing this, and I would be technically stealing these men from their current jobs and forcing them to either work at my base or jump off and die. So basically slavery. Well, there's something to come to terms with. Does it make me feel any better that I'm a black guy doing this to other black
You
people?
gotta extract him.
Nah. Does it change what I'm doing? Nope. Because it's a video game. And these are just jokes. Wake up.
Don't move. Talk.
The PR soldiers are speaking Afrikaans, an official language of the Republic of South Africa. Boss, we're gonna need someone with the Afrikaans interpreter skill to understand what they're saying. We'll look into it here, but for now, you'll just have to make do without one.
Hey dude, I'm gonna ask you real nice. Don't die. Solid. Man, I left him all alone all the way over there.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Is that an animal? You have to give me that. Yeah, you keep doing that. I'll figure out a way.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Awkward. Probably should have let it go. Maybe it'll fly away. Let me rephrase that. It will fly away. I didn't kill it. I just knocked it out. What's our intel say about this place? Did we get all the goods? There's a container somewhere in here. Ooh. Processed materials. Some wormwood. Got some plants. Make sure we go check all these buildings. Why? Because you don't not go inside somebody's house in a video game. Haven't you ever played Pokemon? What's wrong with you? Don't ask me that question. You enter everyone's home. Because you steal everything. It's a video game, not the real world. This car, this is mine now. All I had to do was walk up to it and press a button. Imagine if you did that in the real world. Either A, you're the richest man in the world and you literally just walk up to whatever you want and just go, pick mine. Most likely not the case. I just got some shit sitting on the ground, bro. Take that. You know what that makes me think? I should look around here. Open door. Shit. And that is what we call video game logic. If you see something random on the ground in one area, check that place. Look at this. Look at all them resources. If the lights are on, there's something to come up on. This ship just says explore me. Odd that you would have this entire area built. Ah. Video games reward for exploration. Take the time to find shit. That's a very important lesson that I think is really hard to just get to people. If you just take a little bit of time, whatever you're doing, you'll find a lot of things you would have not noticed. And it's what they want you to notice. It's the fact that they've literally littered their game with ways for you to succeed.
That's digitalis. It's toxic, but it can also be used as medicine.
Now, some of us have heard that twice. Others, many more. Now, I just need to get to where I'm going. Come on, come on. You got this. Oh, nice. Thanks, buddy. You know what? We just picked up some stuff, so we can extract this. Negative 20,000. I don't care.
You made it past the village. Continue heading for the oil facility. It's located upriver.
What was that? Oh yeah, there we go. Right in the forehead. Means it's time to go stealth. Ooh, you are useless to me, buddy. Not bad. Oh, come on. Really? Alright.
Hey.
Fuck. Get your aim down. Wait for it. Boop. Patience. Maximum effort.
subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Making them long-range shots. And he's going out. Yeah, that's right. You're useful. Come along. Alright. I don't really care. Let's be honest. Do you have a skill? No, you... Sell them. Take it up, so I can...
Coming too. Roger that.
Getting that workout in, bro. Guys did not hide anything. It's not in your bedrooms. Long haul. And I guess means of traversal really does change your way of playing the game.
The Vind oil field is the property of Saner, South African Natural Resources. Saner drills oil wells wherever they can throughout that region. And when the oil dries up, they abandon the facility. Then it's only a matter of time before the aging equipment starts leaking crude. That means United's takeover is the perfect cover for Saner. Now they can blame the spill on a bunch of oil thieves. However you look at it, Saner's far from squeaky clean.
Well, you just sound like you're a hater. Maybe they're doing some good. Maybe. Nah, you got fake news online. I feel like that's a big upcoming GIF. Man, if I could run like this in real life, just almost endless running, just video game character levels of stamina, like I would be famous. Somebody would have to notice that. Like, who do you know that can just run like that? Indefinitely. And at just a perfect pace.
There it is, the oil facility. To stop the leak, you need to shut down the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. The details are on your iDroid.
It kind of sounds like I'm... Oh, so they're everywhere. Oh, they're everywhere. Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna find a lot of those, buddy. We're gonna sneak in way in the back over yonder, though. Take it slow. Oh, I'm stuck. Gonna crawl our way around, see if we find anybody useful. No. Oh. Whoops.
Boss, what happened? Boss!
Okay, I'm just gonna continue on that one. That was too far of a walk. I'm not making that all the way back. I'm not gonna lie. We don't have time for it.
Boss, destroy the oil facility and stop the flow of oil. To prevent the machinery being turned back on again, you need to turn off the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. Check the details on your iDroid.
Opening. Get that ass later. Come back. Look at this little guy sneaking. Sorry, dude, but I have no other place to hide your body but over the side that kills you. You're going to die.
Rain. The sound of rainfall should help to mask your footsteps. That's the oily water separator tank. One of the targets. Take it out.
Ooh, yes. I'm gonna enjoy defeating you guys. To be in the most stealth manner that I have available at my arsenal. Power of bullets. Which one to shoot first? Oh, that's easy. Guy with the helmet. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being predictable. I appreciate it.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Get another one of them. Get a full clip real quick.
Destroy that separator tank. You'll need to use explosives. Got any C4?
Turns out, I do.
Alright, you planted the C4. Don't set it off until you're at a safe distance.
How do I get down there? Don't move. Lay down. Lay down. You don't see shit. DD, you're killing me, bro. But oddly enough, that was full plate. Fell down the stairs. You should be ashamed of yourself. Sneaky, 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 flip-flop, sneaky. No lights. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't speak Afrikaans, but I know he's telling him to go check what I just turned off. Ah.
C4. Any sign of the enemy? Be sure to time the explosion carefully.
Oh shit. Forgot to check the suppressor. Oh, we're targeted. Oh, you did not. Oh, now you go to sleep. Now you go to sleep, so I did hit you a couple times. Get up there, get up there, get up there, get up there, get up there.
serious injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with first aid.
We started some shit. We get silent when we try hard. Silent when we try real hard. Oh shit.
The remaining target is the oil transfer pump. You need to shut it down.
Little dude. Alright, dude. Gotta hide your body. I think it may be too hot right now to hide your body. I'm not close enough to the water. Oh, dude, that ass is mine. Open sesame.
There's the transfer pump control room. The emergency...
I just shut it down, man. I didn't really wait for you to say something. I just found the button and pushed it.
Bodies? Why?
It's where they hide the bodies, man. What do you mean, why? What kind of question is that?
Pump shut-off confirmed. Objectives complete. But the enemy has tightened security. Get out of there ASAP.
First things first, do we have a container? No known containers. Even know it just killed me. So we're gonna just jump back a step, come back forward. We're probably not getting out of this with an S. I'm gonna be completely honest.
You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Let's find out if we can do it. Oh, you can't see me? Can't see me. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. You're knocking somebody out ain't quick.
They blocked your way out. You seen either escape route? Well, I guess you could just bust through the gate.
Small window. Small window. Fuck that guy. Get out of there, bro. Did you not hear me the first time I said get out? I'ma jack you. And I'm empty. Alright, well, this is we out.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Look at these adorable little pistols. Medical team leveled up. What's Gucci? All right, let's actually call in a pickup. Oh shit.
Roger.
Badass here, bro. Do 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 do. I mean, theoretically, that's exactly how you would move. You would be fucking just bobbing up and down. That would be a fucking like ass blaster workout, though. Like, look at that. Just fucking all you're doing all day. The Coco Chanel surfing board bounce, which, by the way, I've tried the workout. That shit fucking destroyed.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Then again, I look pretty good. What can I say?
This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by.
Shout out to Coco. Shout out to Ice-T. God damn. My nigga. What's up, helicopter? Come down, motherfucker. Let's go. I'm here. I know you see me. Can't take it with me. Use them all. We out. Give me the gun.
Gaining altitude.
Let me get in on it, bro. Let me shoot it. Let me blow it up. I don't want them to have it either.
Departing.
Alright, alright, alright. Let's go. Give me them goodies.
Mission complete, boss.
Hey, we got a B. And made some money. And made some money.
Boss, we took another look
Now
into
fucking around in
Sanger,
Africa.
the owner of the oil field. They were behind what happened. They hired the PF, not United. They restarted the facility all the while pretending they were the victims. One other thing. Sanger's Johannesburg head office is just a room in a multi-tenant building. Company's essentially non-existent. 3 years ago, that investment fund stepped in and started gutting it through a series of mergers and sell-offs. And get this, the fund itself no longer exists either. It's a shell corporation, meaning someone is just using Sanger's name from the shadows. What about those strange corpses? Just what the hell were they doing over there? Hey, Snake, I've customized a walker gear just for you. It features a silent running system, great for infiltration missions, and you can also summon it to your location. I've taken the liberty of calling it the D-Walker. It's armed with a suppressed tranquilizer gun. If you want to add other weaponry or upgrade the chassis, give the order from your iDroid.
I am down, my buddy. I'm down. Hey, we have a new follower. Welcome, welcome. Shout out to Jay Weecho. Big J Dog. Or hizzle for rizzle, my nizzle.
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received a new job offer. It doesn't seem connected to Cypher or Skullface at all. But if it goes well, we may get an Afrikaans interpreter. The details are on your iDroid.
An interpreter? I'll take an interpreter. I could use an interpreter too. Alright, I got 3 news. Ride a white horse. I just had to click it to get the notification off. I can't stand it. Gotta click them all. Gotta click them all.
You called that thing Sahelanthropus. Where does the name come from?
Well, several years ago, an excavation team
Let you guys just listen to that for a second.
In the Sahel region.
Central Africa, the Southern Sahara.
Cypher gave the specimen the name Sahelanthropus, man of Sahel. And then they covered the whole thing up.
Why?
They probably wanted to monopolize information about human evolution to have a head start in their genetic research. At least, until they had an idea of what they'd found.
It was that big of a discovery, huh?
Sahelanthropus was a gracile hominid, estimated to have lived about 7 million years ago. What's significant about it is how its skull's foramen magnum faces down. In other words, its spinal column supported its head from underneath.
It stood upright.
Right. Which would mean Sahelanthropus walked upright 3 million years before Australopithecus, making it the world's oldest human species.
Walking upright. I get it. Hence the name Sahelanthropus for your machine.
Walking upright was the decisive difference between our ancestors and other anthropoids. Our brains could get heavier once they were supported by the spinal column. That led to the use of tools and the development of complex communication through language. Only man is capable of this. My creation will be the progenitor of all bipedal weapon platforms.
And you did this for Cypher.
No, not at all. Sahelanthropus is the best proof that I never betrayed you guys.
What do you mean?
The reconstructed Sahelanthropus skull looked exactly like the skull we used as our logo 9 years ago in the Caribbean.
An army without a nation. Outside the world order.
The design was based on Pangaea, the supercontinent that existed 250 million years ago, right?
Yeah. When the world was a single landmass. That concept's at the source of our strength.
I felt the same way about Sahelanthropus. Sure, I was forced to build it under their orders, but I always wanted to put its technology back in our hands someday. That's the reason I incorporated the old insignia into Sahelanthropus' name. Don't you see? That's how much I was thinking about you guys.
Oh, I see, all right. I see someone desperate to cover his ass. You can say whatever you want after the fact. But that skull also symbolizes somebody else. Skullface.
Snake, you finally came. Just don't record this, okay?
I'm not recording anything. What's this about?
What I'm about to say stays between you and me. It's about the weapon to surpass Metal Gear. You know a researcher by the name of Clark? He works in the biotech industry. Real advanced stuff. His area is bioengineering, but lately he's also gotten into genetic research.
Never heard of him.
Well then, what do you know about cloning?
I think I've heard enough.
Hold on, this is important. Cloning lets you create a genetic copy of an organism. You take the nucleus of one of its cells, and you swap it with the nucleus of an unfertilized egg from another member of the same species. They started out working with plants, but since then they've had success with other organisms, including mammals. It's a hot area for a lot of places right now. Corporations, universities, research groups. There's no shortage of scientists out to get famous and patent their work, with morality taking a back seat.
Isn't that a little outside your field?
It's got nothing to do with my research. But I thought it might be of interest to you. Cloning, and Dr. Clark, I mean.
Go on.
Now, this is really highly classified stuff. But I've heard that an American biotech company has successfully cloned a human being. What's more, it happened over 10 years ago. And the researcher behind it was Dr. Clark. You've really never heard of him?
I don't meet many doctors.
This Dr. Clark is a complete ghost, even to others in his field. His age, where he comes from, that might not be his real name. And I can't even say for sure he's a he. Clark's employer, ATGC, its company motto is embracing your hopes, preserving talent.
What does this have to do with me?
Cypher. Dr. Clark works for ATGC, and they have connections to DARPA. Cypher couldn't function without the communications network DARPA's built. Meaning, Cypher has to be a part of the Pentagon. Or at least, the two are joined at the hip. DARPA is a driving force behind human cloning. It's a pretty high priority project for them. And this Dr. Clark, some say he's a pivotal player in Cypher. But that's not all. Every cell nucleus in an organism contains the genetic information of that organism. Think of it as a blueprint for life. Clark appears to be working on how to decode this information and rearrange it at will. If you could do that, it would mean being able to custom design human beings for specific purposes. Can you believe that? Suppose for a moment that this is all fact. A man of your talents, if your genetic information died with you, that would be a terrible loss for mankind. But what if mankind could preserve you for future generations by cloning you?
All right, enough. I get the idea.
Look, I know it's inductive reasoning, but this weapon to surpass Metal Gear they're developing in Africa, I believe it's something that uses this new technology. Speaking as a fellow scientist, it chills me to the bone.
That's rich coming from you.
If genes serve as our blueprint, then I wonder if they include an impulse that drives us to tweak the design. Can you imagine that? Genes encoded with information that wants its children to decode it. Is life itself putting the direction of our next evolution in the hands of scientists? I guess it would take some real arrogance to believe that. And yet, it could be what Cypher's after.
I think you're barking up the wrong tree. But that was an interesting story. It'd make a good movie.
You have to believe me.
Where'd you hear all this anyway?
Where? I just overheard it in bits and pieces while I was forced to do that research for them.
Right.
Wait a minute. Look, I want to help you. I want to be of service here. I'm risking my life with this.
Is that so? Maybe it's time we brought someone else into the conversation.
No, not him. Not Ocelot. You can't do this.
You called that thing Sahelanthropus. Where does the name come from?
Well, several years ago, an excavation team discovered a hominid skull in the Sahel region.
Central Africa. The Southern Sahara.
Cypher gave the specimen the name Sahelanthropus, Man of Sahel. And then they covered the whole thing up.
Why?
They probably wanted to monopolize information about human evolution to have a head start in their genetic research. At least, until they had an idea of what they'd found.
It was that big of a discovery, huh?
Sahelanthropus was a gracile hominid, estimated to have lived about 7 million years ago. What's significant about it is how its skull's foramen magnum faces down. In other words, its spinal column supported its head from underneath.
It stood upright.
Right. Which would mean Sahelanthropus walked upright 3 million years before Australopithecus, making it the world's oldest human species.
Walking upright. I get it. Hence the name Sahelanthropus for your machine.
Walking upright was the decisive difference between our ancestors and other anthropoids. Our brains could get heavier once they were supported by the spinal column.
Go do what you gotta do.
Tools and the development of complex communication through language.
Enough of your voice.
Only man is capable.
So, for those who kept track and were actually listening in with that, Huey's making some awesome points, and also narrating the fact that the weapon they were attempting to create, which is the weapon that would surpass all weapons, actually did work, and it is Snake. It's the reason why we have the other Metal Gears. They created a ideal soldier, and us, and how we went in and did what we had to do. So it's actually really cool, if you think about it. Also a little eerie, a little scandalous. So I think we got some time to run a little bit more. So we'll hop into Lingua Franca. Lingua Franca? Lingua Franca. How long are we going? Oh, Lord. Hour and a half. Maybe we don't have that much time, because we only have 30 minutes. Means this is going to have to be a lightning. Alright, we're going lightning round. Speed Racer. Take me in. All this waiting, sitting around, looking at each other. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 banana. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Extract the target when you find him.
If I'm gonna use a weapon, I'm definitely gonna use a weapon, bruh. Not even in the question.
Be careful down there, boss.
Come along, Yog. We have things to do.
That's not the target. Orders are only the Viscount gets rescued. Can't understand why he receives special treatment, but I don't imagine it'll be a problem to save the other prisoners too.
Sneaking, ever so quietly we're sneaking. No. You don't see shit. You don't see shit.
The CFA are all business. Hard to believe they're interrogating their own. Situation must be worse than we thought. Make a wrong move, and they could kill the target without warning.
Thanks for going to sleep, bruh.
Afrikaans is the lingua franca for mercs in that area. If you're going to get any information from interrogations, you'll need an interpreter. But don't extract the interpreter just yet. If he doesn't turn up, they won't be able to do the interrogation. If they then decide the target's no longer any use to them, they won't hesitate to kill him.
That prisoner you extracted wasn't the target, but we did get some information. Seems the prisoners aren't held together, and the cells and interrogation rooms are separate places.
Oh, there's my escape right there. Oh, titties. Just take it in the back. The lightning round commences.
What's going on?
Talk. We're your friends.
What are you doing? If the interpreter doesn't show up, they won't be able to interrogate anyone. Then they'll just kill the target.
Boss. Well, we'll just have to
find out where the target is. That prisoner wasn't the target either. We got some more information, though. Boss, we got the interrogation location out of the interpreter. He also said it will begin at night. They'll be starting any time now. Hurry! Interrogate him. Find out what he knows. One of the prisoners has been killed. But we don't know if it was a target or not. Hurry up and ID the target.
Alright. Little monster. I'm eating an almond joy.
You won't be able to follow the interpreter anymore. You'll have to find the target on your own.
Take it back, peanut butter cup. Halloween candy! Pause this. I want to get this open.
Interrogation location out of the interpreter. He also said it will begin at night. They'll be starting any time now. Hurry! Interrogate him. Find out what he knows. Use a weapon. Be careful not to draw the enemy's attention. With a proof going on, he could decide to kill the target. Hurry.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. I'll try again. I will. Did this shit finish? It did. Glory be praised. Alright, so, I'm gonna do one other thing. I'm gonna develop one other little buddy that we need to have built. I just feel that all of these things are so necessary, even though I may never do it again. Ah, so beautiful. Security team. Solid. Whew. Alright guys. We're gonna call it here. Slippery When Wet Series number 1. Slipping around in the rain. Doing some okay stealth. Having some hard times. We'll go back and we'll fix that up. We gave the internet a good try. It fucked us though. It did. It did.